Anna is a 12-year-old female who comes from a Greek cultural background located in Epping, Melbourne, which holds a respectable socio-economic status. Anna is generally healthy, although her participation in physical activity is considered low. Her disinterest and unenjoyment for physical activity can explain her low levels of participation. Based on the majority of her results, her current fitness and motor skills are at standard. However, her CAMSA results were poor and extremely concerning. This can be explained due to her lack of motivation towards physical education. Considering her demographic and contextual background, Anna's socio-economic status and location is not a major factor restricting her from participating in physical education, as Epping has a wide range of facilities available, including parks, gyms and recreational centres. We need to consider her self-esteem and why she's not motivated to participate in physical education. CAMSA stands for Canadian Agility and Movement Skill Assessment. It measures a selection of fundamental, complex and combined movement skills, which are an important building block for childhood physical literacy. The CAMSA test targets and aims to test basic motor skills and overall agility, targeting the speed at which the test is completed, as well as the quality of the skills performed. The CAMSA test is appropriate in basically assessing kids and their fundamental motor skills, however, does not give an in-depth overview of complex skills obtained by students. In relation to Anna, it's suitable to assess her using this test, as it is a fun and enjoyable way in which she will not feel she's getting assessed. Anna's area of need is javelin and shot put, so only one component of the CAMSA test addresses this, which is the overhand throw. There are multiple lesson objectives, including development of muscular system, improving coordination, power, strength and endurance, and improving participation and motivation in physical education. The personal objective for these lessons is to improve the confidence and motivation of students like Anna. Contextual considerations also include low self-esteem and motivation. Using a circuit will distract Anna from thinking she's participating in physical activity. Being in pairs, Anna can be motivated by other students disguising physical activity. Using games such as Quidditch, Downball and modified and fun activities, Anna will feel as if she's simply enjoying herself whilst playing games, rather than participating in physical activity. The circuit includes multiple activities, which we will run through now.
Before presenting the lesson plan, it is important to start off by mentioning the key teaching points. First off, it is crucial students are aware of using the correct posture, as this minimises any kind of risks that may involve injury. Before any form of physical activity is being done, stating the class rules plays a significant part in ensuring student safety. Also, making sure that students are having fun. This will allow inclusion, participation, and enjoyment to be part of the physical education. Throughout the lesson, it is important to consider and modify any areas that need attention. In this particular case study, there will be things such as attention span, student interest, demographic overview, participation and motivation, wet weather, safety precautions, and ensuring all equipment is appropriate for the age. Using the whistle in order to stop students what they're doing is also a great tool. This shows the teacher being dominant and responsible for the organisation of the activity. The whistle also helps modifying the safety around the environment. Analogies are great to use when trying to simplify a motor skill. Using analogies such as muscle man and starfish gives student a visual representation of the correct technique used in an overhand throw based in javelin and shot put. The warm-up includes karaoke runs and a light jog up and down the court. During the light jog, there should be an arm rotation forwards and backwards, the supination and the pronation of the hand, rotation of the shoulders, abduction and adduction of the arm. The next set of warm-up activities are star jumps. This is the abduction on the upwards phase and adduction on the downwards phase. Next we have butt kicks, which is the flexion and extension of the legs. High knees, which is the flexion and extensions of the knees. As our teaching objective is based on the muscular system, our first activity is power. Student 1 is holding a pad at a high angle, while Student 2 is punching high as if they are throwing in shot put. Our next activity is coordination. This activity includes catching a ball from different heights and angles. Student 1 is running on the spot, while Student 2 throws the ball at various heights, speeds, and angles. Student 1 must attempt to catch an overhand throw back the ball whilst continually running on the spot. The second coordination activity is throwing a ball against the wall. This will help the teacher modify and vary the activity. As the student progresses, the student should start throwing at different angles and heights. The third coordination activity is throwing in pairs against the wall. In pairs, student 1 must throw the ball against the wall while student 2 catch the ball thrown by student 1, vice versa. The next activity is based on strength. Standing with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, and a non-bounce medicine ball over your head. Throw the ball to the ground as hard as you can, making sure you exhale during the movement and contract the abs powerfully. Lift the medicine ball back up, starting position, and repeat. The next strength activity is a medicine ball throw. With a partner, one person squats, then explodes and throws the medicine ball up. The other partner does the same, throwing the ball back. The next strength activity is a medicine ball shot put. One student holds a hula hoop above their head, whilst the other student, using the shot put method, throws a medicine ball through the hoop. The next activity is called the beanbag target game. Students will have a hula hoop they are trying to aim for. Using beanbags, replicate the shot put throw whilst aiming for the hula hoop that is distanced at a challenged length. Now it's time to really get into playing shot put. Grip the shot with your fingers while standing sideways. Place a shot under your jawbone. Extend your left arm upwards. Put your weight on the back of your leg. Turn your hips and push forward. And extend your arm directly outwards to put the shot. Now it's time for javelin. Step 1. Your palm should face upwards with the javelin resting in your palm. Step 2. Prepare for the run-up. Hold the javelin above your shoulders. Aim it in the direction of the throw with the tip pointing slightly downwards. Your right elbow should point forward. Step 3. The run-up. When running, maintain the position of the javelin. Step 4. The crossover, which is the karaoke run we've practiced in the warm-up. Put forth your right foot, then take 2 strides, turning your body to the left, hip points forward and the target area. Your left leg should cross over your right as you pull the javelin back. You then perform the karaoke step where you cross and uncross your feet to gain greater motion. Step 5. The throw. Keeping your sight on target area, ground your left leg and push off with your other leg. Transfer your weight forward and thrust your throwing arm up in the forward. Let loose the javelin when your hand is ahead of the front foot. Follow through completely. Last activity is Quidditch, which is quite similar to netball. However, we'll be using shot put as the throw. Students can only take 2 karaoke steps. Each team's objective is to put the medicine ball through the hoop to gain points. Finally, it is time for the cool down. The cool down involves sitting the class down and having a discussion. Asking questions as such. What did we do today? What did we learn? Show me the analogy of throwing and catching a ball. Did we progress through shot put and javelin? In our stretching, we are making sure all muscles are involved in the lessons are stretched and relaxed. This will minimize any form of fatigue or injury. Thanks for watching. George and I hope you enjoyed.